The sun hadn't yet warmed the streets of Chicago when Elena Carter pushed open the glass door of the Griddle House, her second home for the past 5 years. The diner smelled of bacon grease and stale coffee, a comforting if unglamorous scent. At 28, Elena had learned to find solace in routine. The hiss of the griddle, the clatter of plates, the predictable rhythm of hungry strangers. She tied her apron, smoothed her braids into a tight bun, and glanced at her reflection in the stainless steel coffee machine. Just another day, she told herself. But today, the universe had other plans. At booth 12, Marcus Holloway sat like a storm cloud in human form. A real estate mogul with a reputation for crushing competitors, he drummed his fingers on the table, his gold Rolex glinting under the diner's fluorescent lights. His assistant, Lydia, hovered nearby, scrolling through her tablet, her posture tense. Elena approached, notepad in hand. "Good morning, sir. What can I get you?" Marcus didn't look up. "Coffee, black, and make it fast." She poured the coffee, her hands steady despite the edge in his voice. When she set the mug down, he took one sip and slammed it back onto the table. "Is this swill what you serve here?" he sneered. Elena inhaled slowly. "I can brew a fresh pot if you'd like." He leaned forward, his voice a venomous whisper. "What I'd like is for someone competent to serve me. But I guess that's too much to ask in this part of town." The diner's chatter dimmed. A few customers turned to stare. Elena's nails dug into her palm. Not again. "You people always expect handouts," Marcus spat, louder now. "You think slinging coffee makes you my equal?" A teenage busboy froze mid-wipe. An elderly couple exchanged horrified glances. Elena's pulse roared in her ears. She'd been called names before. Lazy, entitled, once even uppity, scrawled on her tip receipt. But this? This was a public execution of her dignity. Then Marcus crossed the line. He stood, towering over her. "You're just a waitress, a nobody. My dog has better manners." Something inside Elena snapped. In one fluid motion she stepped back, pivoted, and swept Marcus's legs out from under him. The mogul crashed to the floor, his designer suit scraping against greasy linoleum. Gasps erupted. A glass shattered. Someone filmed on their phone. Elena stood over him, her voice steady but volcanic. "You don't own me. You don't own anyone." The diner erupted in applause. Marcus scrambled up, face purple with rage. "You're finished! I'll ruin you!" Then the door chimed. Lydia stepped forward, her face pale. "Sir, we have a problem." She turned her phone toward him. A live stream of the confrontation had already gone viral. #Holloway exposed trended nationwide. Comments flooded in. "Fire this racist CEO." "Pay that queen her reparations." "I'm boycotting Holloway Holdings." Lydia's voice was ice. "The board just called. You're suspended pending investigation." Marcus's empire crumbled in 60 seconds. Chapter 6. Redemption. 1 year later, Elena sat in a corner office at Carter & Rhodes Consulting, her own firm specializing in workplace equity. The framed photo on her desk showed the diner staff cheering the day she walked out for good. Lydia, now CEO of Holloway Holdings, had hired her to overhaul their HR policies. Marcus. He'd been demoted to a mid-level manager, reporting to Lydia. Every morning, Elena sipped coffee, freshly brewed, never stale, and remembered, the world tries to silence you, but sometimes one move, one act of defiance, echoes forever. Elena revisited the Griddle House often. One day, she spotted a new hire, a young black girl nervously refilling ketchup bottles. She slid into the booth and smiled. "Stand tall. You're worth more than they'll ever know." The girl's eyes widened. "You're her! The one who—" "The one who fought back?" Elena laughed. "Yeah, and so can you." This story is a reminder. Injustice thrives in silence. But one act of courage can change everything. If you believe in stories that challenge the status quo, hit subscribe to Acts of Depth, where every voice matters.